Sang my first show tune when I was just 3. My mother knew I'd go far. I've been a show queen since way before Glee. Now I'm a Broadway star. Well, not exactly, but my friend has a friend who knows Idina Menzel. Sort of. So things are happening, you'll see. But till my ship comes in, I've got a lot to tell you. Let's start chewing the scenery with... Welcome to Chewing the Scenery with... me.
Turn off your cell phones.
Welcome to this edition of CTS News. I'm Randy Rainbow. We have a lot of headlines to cover, but first, this. The WIZ Live, the latest musical installment of NBC's annual holiday tradition, prepares for its highly anticipated December 3rd telecast, and gay Twitter is about to blow the up. Newcomer Shanice Williams will lead the cast as Dorothy, with a supporting cast including David Alan Grier as the Lion and Queen Latifah as the Wiz, the role played in the original film by Richard Pryor, and most memorably, of course, by me in my high school senior musical, to mostly positive, if not somewhat mixed, death threats. And just in time for WIZ-Mania, Motown Universal has announced that on November 27th, they will release a lost treasure entitled Diana Ross Sings Songs from the Wiz. The album, originally intended as a companion piece to the 1978 soundtrack, will feature 9 previously unreleased tracks from the musical recorded by Miss Ross. And in related news, well, Hamilton continues to break records. Most recently, the new musical's original Broadway cast album shot to #1 on the Billboard rap charts, making history as the first time Broadway fans have ever heard of a Billboard rap chart. And speaking of Hamilton, Jonathan Groff, who is currently on leave from the musical, recently appeared at the historic Kern Theater in San Francisco, where he looked back on his career thus far and teased the upcoming finale of HBO's Looking, which is now in production, saying, quote, "There's a lot of sex. I don't want to say who it was with, but I just shot the most intensive sex scene I have ever done." End quote. Jonathan Groff will return to Hamilton on December 1st. And in related news, it should have been with me! Well, Paint My Door Red. Broadway legends Patti LuPone and Christine Ebersole, who between the two of them own a total of 4 Tony Awards and literally dozens of 3-piece white skirt suits from JCPenney, will star opposite each other in a new musical about beauty titans Elizabeth Arden and Helena Rubinstein at the Goodman Theater in Chicago. The world premiere, directed by Michael Greif, will begin performances on June 28th, 2016. And in related news, does anyone know where Chicago is? Because I need to go there. The stage adaptation of Stephen King's Misery, starring Laurie Metcalf and Bruce Willis in his Broadway debut, recently opened at the Broadhurst Theater. Though it was panned by Ben Brantley of the New York Times, Misery remains a box office smash and is scheduled to run through Valentine's Day. And in Misery's defense, perhaps a play about a writer being kidnapped, beaten, and tortured was too cautionary a tale for Mr. Brantley to actually enjoy. I think shit got a little too real for her, as they say. And that's all for this edition of CTS News. I'm Randy Rainbow. Good night. Excuse me.